washes windows. It is court-ordered. Wimpo washes windows while he wears his ankle monitor. Wimpo washes windows as an act of community service. Wimpo detects evasion, allegedly.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, kids.
Oh, hi, kids. Oh.
It's a special episode today.
I hope you're buckled up into your big chairs.
Welcome to the Big Bad Kids podcast for you.
Welcome to the Big Loud Kids for you.
I'm the Syd kid.
I'm the Olivia kid.
And today, we're here to provide some very special messages to you kids.
To you kids. If you're new, this is Syd and Olivia Talk the podcast.
God damn it.
Oh, are we not allowed? Okay, never mind.
You can't say that to kids.
Oh, you're right.
I don't know if you know this, but recently Trump kind of said, you know what? Let's cut funding.
He's like, who needs PBS?
On PBS.
Who needs it, is what he said.
And the best thing to come out of PBS is Sesame Street. So there's a chance that Sesame Street will be no more. And if that happens, we need something to replace Sesame Street.
We absolutely do, at least temporarily, you know?
So we decided, obviously, it is our responsibility.
It's our responsibility. It's our duty.
To give you a children's show. To teach you about things that you really do need to learn about.
Yeah, you know, we're revamping a classic children's show. We're making our own Sesame Street.
And we're calling it
The Fun Bunker.
Music! Cut the music!
Cut the music!
The Fun Bunker.
Oh. Okay, so
it's for your own safety, children.
Yeah, so the bunker is for your safety. And
you're stuck inside
for your
it.
fun.
You're
Am I
stuck
right?
inside it.
Yeah, with us.
With us.
And that's how the show, that's the basic concept of the show. It's like a Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Except you're stuck in a bunker
Except you're in a bunker and you're with two of us and a bunch of puppets.
And it's for your safety.
And it's for your safety. Oh, by the way, right before the Fun Bunker, if you want any more content, we have a Patreon. Check us out. And there's a lot of crazy, cool, extra stuff.
You can get early episodes uncut, uncensored, and extended. And like bonus clips. Very fun. So kids. Hi, kiddos.
Hi. Welcome to our complete, I know, I was like, just in case anyone is new, this episode is not for kids.
Oh yeah, it's not, this is so
this
not
is
for
not
kids at
kid
all.
friendly. Do not let any kids listen to this. If you're still letting kids listen to this.
This is for like kids over 18. Does that make sense?
Yeah, this is for kids in their like later 20s, earlier 30s, late 40s.
Does that make sense?
Does that make sense?
Okay, so every kids show, why can we not talk to kids? Why do we keep doing this?
Yeah, I don't do this when I talk to kids, if that helps.
I talk to kids like they're stoners. It's the best way to talk to a kid because then they respect you. You go like, hey dude, how's it hanging?
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, I like a dinosaur. And
yeah,
it does work.
Kids just love to tell you about stuff too.
They like to tell you about
like
stuff.
meat. It's like you just go up and you go like, well, tell me about, what's that? And then they'll just talk. And
did you say like meat?
Like me.
Oh.
Like meat. Kids love to tell me about meat.
I was like, what? Okay, so kids, today we have a word of the day.
Word of the day. Kids, we're sponsored by a word of the day.
The word of the day is run. R-U-N. Run.
Run, because there's so many things right now that are so much fun to run from.
Yeah. Like, for example, here's using the word run in a
sentence.
Okay?
Yeah.
Little Billy realized he was living under a fascist regime.
Yes.
It's time for little Billy to run. That's a really good word of the day.
That's really good.
Run away, run away, little Billy.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. And you know what that is? That was a whole song in the episode.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was like a whole little segment.
Something that I really feel like is important to teach the kids that they're not going to get from Sesame Street.
Right.
Is that sometimes we can't trust grown-ups, right?
That's such a good point. And in fact, you often can't.
You often can't.
I think, there's a lot of shows that do a really good job of being like, oh, stranger danger. But we live in a world where sometimes you have to talk to a stranger, sometimes you don't. And how do you know?
You know what's real danger?
What?
Is adults.
Adults are danger. Adult Danger is my band.
Adult danger. So we would like to do a quick segment called Is This Grown Up Fucked?
Play music!
Cut the music! Let's actually wait before we talk about grown-ups really quickly. Just really quickly, the NoHo serial killer was caught.
No!
Yeah.
No way!
Yeah.
Really?
He was caught and he's been killing people with a screwdriver.
Oh, shit. Well, that is specific.
So anyway, kids, sometimes you'll meet a grown-up and you'll go,
wait, how did they catch him?
I don't know, police.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll meet a grown-up and you'll go, are grown-ups actually kind of bad? And the answer is yes. So we're going to show some pictures of some famous grown-ups and we're going to decide, is that grown-up bad?
Yep.
Our first grown-up is Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan claimed that he missed a phone call that would have actually made him the face of the George Foreman grill, but this has proven to be a lie. Do we think this guy is okay? What do you think, Olivia?
I'm gonna say this grown-up is fucked.
This grown-up looks a little fucked. And I know, kids, you might be thinking, well, he's wearing a cross in this picture.
Yeah, of course.
He's a religious gentleman.
Of course.
So maybe that means he's not fucked. But actually, a lot of religious people are fucked.
So especially the adults.
Many of them, in fact.
So that's a good lesson. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
A beautiful lesson.
That's a beautiful lesson. Okay, great.
So yeah, so Hulk is fucked.
All right, good job, guys. Stay away from Hulk Hogan.
Stay away from Hulk Hogan if you're a kid.
Kids. Next adult, we're going to look up a guy named Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. Here's a fun fact about Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg allegedly killed a goat with a laser and served it to a journalist cold. Is that okay?
Kids, you might be thinking, that seems fun, but it's actually maybe a crime. Now, does this guy look fucked or does he look fine?
Well, it's not about how an adult looks. It's about what an adult does.
Now, that's a great lesson.
Right. So when you kill a goat with a laser and feed it to a journalist cold, even though you're saying, I'm taking it out of the oven.
Right. That makes you maybe fucked.
Maybe weird.
Yeah.
Maybe weird.
I wouldn't let this guy anywhere near my kids.
And I don't have any.
And I wouldn't let him near them. Yeah, I think this guy is
fucked. All right, we've got another adult coming up.
Now, this one might be a hard one.
Yep.
And we're going to have to really think about it, okay? Is this adult fucked? Benito Mussolini. Let's take a look at this fun guy. Now,
he's got a fun hat.
But
does that make him good?
Now, he's got a cool suit. But does that make him fun?
Sometimes people can dress all kinds of fun, and they're not fun.
Now, here's a fun fact about Benito Mussolini.
I love a fun fact.
He signed a pact with Hitler. Does that make him okay?
I think Benito Mussolini is fucked.
I think this guy might be fucked. Now, even though he has a cool pose and he's putting his hands on his hip like a cool queen.
Yeah, just because someone is being a queen doesn't necessarily mean they didn't sign a pact with Hitler.
Right. And so that's like something you really need to cross-examine when you meet adults. You have to think, I know they're being a queen, but did they sign a pact with Hitler?
Yeah.
That's a good question for your parents.
Yes.
Go home and ask your parents.
Did you sign queens?
Did you sign a pact with Hitler?
Yep.
Because then your parents might be fucked.
Yeah.
They might be bad.
Such a good point.
Well, it's a good lesson is that your parents might be bad. You never know. Everyone has different parents. Not all of them can be good.
No, 100%. And that is a good message.
Sorry. Not every parent can be like
going back to the word of the day.
Okay. Run.
Okay, we've got another adult in Is This Adult Fucked? It is Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka.
You might recognize this guy. He's old. He looks very sweet. He wears a little nightgown. Now, this guy is wearing a nightgown and has another elderly gentleman staring up at him in awe.
Oh, yeah, in awe, because he's that guy's hero.
And that kind of seems sick. So is he a good guy?
Right. He's doing a song and dance. He's got a big shirt dress. He is skipping around singing about how much he loves the fucking chocolate. But the problem is...
You have to remember, he faked a disability.
Yeah, and that is...
Fucked.
That is fucked.
This man hops out of bed when he finds out that he gets to go to the chocolate factory of his dreams.
Yep.
Before, previously, he had been pretending, it turns out,
yes,
to be an injured man
yes,
or disabled of some sort.
Of some sort.
Laying in a bed with 3 other elderlies who we can assume are really actually probably disabled.
Yeah.
And then he conveniently can walk.
Oh, he can conveniently do a whole choreographed dance.
Yeah, because he's just being injured / disabled when it is convenient for him.
And you know what that is?
Fucked.
Kids, we're going to jump in here and look at something. Now, all the adults on this list so far have been fucked, but does that mean they're equally fucked?
They've also all been men. Uh-oh.
Next on the list, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's look up this lady. Now, is this person fucked?
Now, this is...
Here, let me give you a hint. This woman dated Jeffrey Epstein. Do we think this woman is fucked?
Back to the word of the day.
Run!
No,
Oh, let's read the caption underneath this gorgeous photo.
No.
Ghislaine Maxwell has been arrested on charges that she helped Jeffrey Epstein recruit underage girls for sexual abuse.
So that's not even good.
The two are seen here in 2005. Now, sometimes when we see two people
in 2005
hugging and kissing, we think they're probably fine. But the thing is,
sometimes you can hug and kiss people and look happy and not be fine.
Even bad people can find love.
Yes, and that's
even bad people can find love.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually brings us to an excellent song.
Oh, in the show. Even bad people can find love. Sometimes with other bad people, sometimes with good people who don't know they're bad or they're first. But later on they have to find out. Don't be in love ever. Run from love. There's a chance it'll be a good villain.
Anyway, so that's a really beautiful song.
So one of the good things about this show is that the songs are cheaply written. We have a lyricist who we're hiring on Fiverr, and it's super cheap.
It's actually a super cheap. So why aren't we making this show Disney Plus?
Oh, look. Look who it is.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, look who it is. Oh, are these 4 adults okay?
Oh, are these 4 adults okay?
Who are these 4 adults?
They have a Getty Images.
Oh, well, so they must be okay.
So they must be okay. Do we think Donald Trump hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein seems like Donald Trump will be okay? Probably not. Okay, we have the next
one more adult
on the list.
Yeah.
The next adult on the list is this is a guy named Kasim G. Let's
look him up.
Let's see him.
Oh wow.
Look at this guy.
Wow.
Now, here's a fun fact about good old Kasim.
Now, this is a guy who did the worst review of Pop-Tarts of all time.
Yeah.
That's got to be a safe guy, right?
Yeah. Here's a fact. He won the 2013 Streamy Award for Best Host, beating out 4 other nominees, including Larry King. Look at this guy. Now, I know we all wanted Larry King to finally get his Streamy Award, but that doesn't actually make Kasim G a bad guy, right?
Right, kids.
Right, kids.
Right, kids.
Look, he's got a Getty image.
Yeah, and
remember how previously I said that doesn't necessarily make someone a good guy?
When it's Kasim G. Yes, it does.
Guy. Now, look at this guy. He's wearing a hoodie under a blazer. He's speaking into a mic. He's wearing glasses that are reminiscent of 3D glasses. This is a good guy.
I don't feel the intrinsic need to run away.
No! Kasim G, everyone! Okay, the last adult to see if they are fucked. The Florida man who on May 1st broke into someone's house, jacked off, ate a salad that he brought. And played with a remote control helicopter. Is that guy fucked?
Oh, that is such a good question.
Now it's layered.
It's layered. It's layered because sometimes when someone brings their own salad instead of stealing yours,
it doesn't make them any better.
Mean.
You would think, like, that's pretty nice that he brought his own salad to the function. But when the function is breaking into someoone's house,
jacking off and playing with a remote control helicopter,
then it's not necessarily good. And here's another fact that you should know. There's that guy. Look at him looking so guilty. That guy also found the remote control helicopter in the house and then
went
had
around
to
the house,
find batteries.
Found batteries, put the batteries in.
He had to look for batteries separately to play with the remote control helicopter that I don't even think he stole.
No, he didn't. He played with it until the batteries ran out. And the charge was, quote unquote, like depriving the owner of it.
And so then, depriving the owner of playing for the first time.
Of playing with his remote, like he's not there.
Depriving the owner of having an untouched remote control helicopter. Yeah, also the fact that he went into the house and then
he went into the house, went, oh, it's unlocked. He left. He came back with a salad.
Yes.
And a towel.
He came back with a bag with a salad, a towel, and I think one other thing, right? Chewing tobacco.
Oh yeah, of course you have to.
Combination.
You have to have that trio.
Every time I walk over to a house and I realize it's unlocked, I'm like, I better bring back my bag of chewing tobacco, a salad, and towel. You never know, I might need those. And then he came back and then ate his salad. Very nice of him to bring his own salad, not steal food. And then jacked off and had a day. Now, is this guy fucked, kids?
That's a hard one. I would say the fact that he did all of the things that he did means that, yes, he is fucked.
I think this guy is fucked. And not only is he fucked, I think he's ill. Music! Cut the music. That guy's ill.
I don't think he's the illest person on the
He's not,
list.
But he's the most interesting ill person on the list.
Yeah. And kids, you know what? If you're going to be around ill people,
at least make them
interesting. Come on, get it together.
Get it together, kids. Oh yeah. Also, by the way, our producer is Kasim.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that even read, but our producer.
It was a joke for us and the people in this room.
Yeah, it was a joke for the people in this room. So one of the other, great elements of Sesame Street, obviously.
Yeah.
Are the cast of characters. Do you have any characters that you really resonate with on Sesame Street?
Oh, well, I loved Elmo when I was a kid. I was obsessed with Elmo.
Because you like being tickled.
Because I like being tickled. No, I was obsessed with Elmo when I was a kid. I was like mainlining Elmo constantly. And then when I was 12, I can't do it anymore because my voice has gotten gravelly and deep now, but I used to be able to do a flawless Elmo impersonation.
Let's hear it.
I can't do it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, okay.
Let's hear it.
It's up here. No, it's too low. It's way too low.
I think that was actually fucking sick.
It's up here. Elmo is stuff like that, but it would be really good actually because I had the vocal cords of a child.
Well, now you can do Elmo getting wisdom tooth surgery.
Well, you know what? I used to sing a song on the ski lift called "Elmo Wants a Syphilisless Christmas" to torture my dad.
That's a gorgeous song.
Yeah, I had it had lyrics and everything.
I love that.
Yeah. So anyway, I loved Elmo. How about you?
I know I really loved the Snuffleupagus.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the joke of the Snuffleupagus is he's not real, or like he's always he is real, but somebody keeps turning and not seeing him. Is it Big Bird?
It's me.
Is it Big Bird who keeps turning and not seeing the Snuffleupagus? I think.
I'm pretty sure it was me.
The joke is like, oh my God, Big Bird thinks he's fucking crazy.
Oh, the joke is gaslighting.
Yeah.
That's everything.
And I do like that.
I love that.
I like when the joke is gaslighting.
I love when the joke is gaslighting, and I love when it's not even a joke.
No, I like to do it for real. So today we had to create our own character.
Yeah, if we're going to create an entire kids show set in a basement, we've got to create some puppets.
So who are the puppets that are going to be on the Fun Bunker? Let's see the music.
Cut the music.
Cut the music. Olivia, Let me see one of the puppets that's going to be on the Fun Bunker.
Okay, I'm so excited. I had so much fun designing these puppets.
Wow, you brought a full sketch pad.
I did. I'm very excited.
I just used crayons.
So the first character is kind of like an Oscar the Grouch style character. You know, he's kind of like that grumpy, like, rah, 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 you know. But I feel like in a modern kids show, I want to dive deeper into like, what are we telling kids to watch out for, right?
And what are we telling kids to watch out for?
I think family members and adults who get their news from Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a character. He's just a silly, funny, grumpy guy. His name is Junkle Junk.
Junkle Junk!
Yeah, he's Junkle Junk. This is Junkle Junk.
Junkle Junk!
He's your uncle that says all kinds of just fucking junk.
Yay!
You see all the junk can come out of his big mouth? So he spews all kinds of incomprehensible, disgusting garbage. He lives in a junkyard. He is a junkie. And he gets all his news from Reddit and he won't let it go. Junkle Junk will be in the middle of any family event. He'll just start going on about how the 5G is in his blood. And instead of being like, okay, maybe I'll stop talking about the 5G in my blood at some point, he'll keep doing it the whole time. He'll ruin his whole family so that he can talk about the 5G in his blood.
Awesome.
And kids need to learn that sometimes you have to ignore Junkle Junk. And sometimes you have to correct Junkle Junk when it's really important. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you just need to leave all the gas on and leave him in the house. Mm-hmm. You can't kill him, so it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So do you like that? What do you feel about that?
I love Junkle Junk. Wow, he's so cute.
Thank you.
Is he holding a rake?
His hand is a rake and his hand is a fish. He's made of trash.
One hand is a rake and one hand is a dead fish.
A dead fish, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what are the things around him?
Those are flies.
Flies.
Yeah. Because I didn't color these in, but these are garbage bags. It's just, he's a junkyard themed puppet, right?
Yeah.
He's very junkyard themed.
Yeah.
His name is Junkle Junk.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Okay, well, thank you.
I actually think I have like a perfect sidekick for Junkle Junk.
Oh, I love it.
This is iPatty.
Oh, no. iPatty, are you okay?
iPatty's perfect for the kids show.
Oh, well, tell me.
iPatty's just like you.
Oh, beautiful.
Hold on to your screens, kids. It's iPatty.
Oh.
This puppet's screen time is 72 hours a day.
Oh, no.
Explain that to me. Her neck is fractured from constantly staring down.
Oh, look at her.
Oh, she's always playing Coco Melon and QAnon videos. Her eyes are in an eternal state of hypnosis.
Oh, no.
And her tongue is limp and dry.
Oh, shit.
The only way mommy can get her to use potty and not go in her pant is with this trusty shock collar.
Oh, wow.
Which is below the fracture in her neck.
It is.
Yeah. Uh-oh, iPatty is being hit by a bolt of lightning.
Oh, no, why?
But doesn't notice that her skin is
good.
burning because she is too busy using the calculator app to spell boobs.
Wow.
Uh-oh. She's evolved not to look people in the eye.
Fuck.
Uh-oh. She's creating a new species of her own. She hasn't eaten in 4 days.
Yay, iPatty.
Yay, kids. It's time to airdrop a hello gift to iPatty.
That's so good.
Yeah,
wow.
Is she hot?
She's super hot.
I don't know how old she is, so I can say that because I think she's ageless.
I feel like she's thousands of centuries old. Based on
she's been
this
alive
drawing.
forever, but she just discovered an iPad, and it's like sent her whole world out of
of course,
out of orbit.
She's got thousands of years of consciousness to.
Yeah, she's like.
So is this a cautionary character or is this a character that we like?
I actually think it's a relatable character.
Okay, that's great.
And I think that kids can see themselves in iPatty because a lot of kids, I think, are going to be like, yes, I'm also addicted to my iPad.
Yes.
I also go potty in my pant when mother is calling me because I'm like not paying attention.
Right.
A lot of kids like Coco Melon, a lot of kids like QAnon.
Yes, that's actually really, those are all really good
And
points.
I also think that something I really like about her mouth is it's eternally open.
It is. I like her eyes are
hypnotized.
Hypnotized. Yeah, they're just swirls there, aren't they?
Yeah, she's hypnotized. by the
wow.
screen. Yeah, it's excellent. She's going to have really awful health problems in the very near future.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
it's really
she seems
exciting.
to have them currently. Her neck is completely at a 90-degree angle.
But if you look on the bright side,
There's a shock collar on it.
and if you look on the bright side, a fractured neck actually lets you look at your iPad a little bit easier.
Oh my God.
So actually,
Wait, that's actually such a good point.
she's teaching you to always look on the bright side of life.
And by the bright side, I mean the bright light emanating from your iPad.
Yeah,
She's
it's
always
perfect.
teaching, always look on the blue light of things.
Yes. And she can never sleep. It's awesome. Okay, do we have another character?
She actually has like a very similar haircut to iPaddy.
Oh,
So
the pigtails?
yeah, and it makes me feel really good because I feel like, they'd be friends in real life. Maybe they're related. Maybe we can work in some lore. They were college roommates, and then one of them had to go get sent away, and
Right.
the other, or something like that. Okay, so I think we always need sort of an aspirational character in a show, right? Like a show that's trying to teach you lessons. You need a character you look up to teach those lessons, right? Someone who's like royalty, someone who's teaching all the right things and giving you pieces of advice that are really helpful, that you can look up to.
Mm-hmm.
This is a character called Princess Priorities.
Oh,
yeah.
Princess Priority.
She's a princess, but she is wearing tactical gear because she's all about another P word, practicality.
Yeah.
Am I right? She's a puppet that was made really fast because there's more important shit to do.
It's true.
Yeah. So while some characters in kids' shows might teach manners, Princess Priorities cuts to the fucking chase. She loves practicality, which is why she's wearing tactical gear and has a thigh knife. She teaches you where in the throat to elbow someone.
It's the first puppet with a thigh. It's exactly what we've all been asking
for the first
None of these puppets have thighs.
Yeah.
Perfect.
She's all about protecting the kids from things that are actually dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's nice to say please and thank you, but also sometimes you just have to punch a Nazi. Right? It's like, that's what's up. Like, sure, it's nice to have manners, but like, let's get our priorities straight.
That's fair.
Like, let's protect people we love from
That's
fascism, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you just got to make sure
No,
kids
that's-
know that everything's just to,
That's fair.
just know what your priorities are. It doesn't really matter if you're like,
Does she have a dual citizenship?
she does. Princess Priority is part Canadian.
Fuck yeah.
I need to learn some things from her. I need to learn how to get dual citizenship.
I love that.
I'm going to talk to her tonight about it.
Yeah, talk to her tonight. You have her at home?
Yeah.
She looks beautiful. I love that
Thank
her
you.
face is pink. I love that her hair is pink. Her eyes are pink. Her mouth is pink. And the rest of her is just not. It's just a marker, just like a black Sharpie.
Yeah, I thought the tactical vest can be a, Sharpie, and then she's got to add some princess vibe. She doesn't really read princess, but that's because she has more important shit to do.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
Okay, well, who's next?
Okay, so I think that every kids show needs a character to teach us about jobs. A character who's just a normal person with a job.
Uh-oh.
And I think every character needs a song. So this is Wimpo the window washer, and here's his song.
Oh my God. This is a minute, 18 seconds long.
Wimpo was a window washer. Wimpo was a window washer. Wimpo is 4'11" with the beadiest eyes. Wimpo can't talk to his mother without making her cry. Wimpo has a trust fund. He has a trust fund. Yes, he washes windows. It is court ordered. Wimpo
His court
windows while he wears his ankle monitor. Wimpo washes windows as an act of community service. Wimpo detects evasion. Allegedly, Wimpo detects evasion. Allegedly, don't trust your parents like how you can't trust any of your parents. You can never trust your parents now. At the end of the day, they're just
Wow. So I guess my obvious question is, every time this character comes in the background to wash a window, that full song plays.
Yeah, and then he leaves.
Instead of, yeah.
And then he leaves.
And then he leaves. Because he doesn't need to fucking do anything else.
No, he has a trust fund.
He has a trust fund. He's fine.
He's 4'11". He has a trust fund.
Okay, so some just details in that just to highlight it, because I loved that. He has a trust fund. He has an ankle monitor. He did tax evasion, allegedly.
Do you like that the song had the name of the copyright-free brand in the background because I just did the demo?
Was it? I was about to ask, who was the guy in that?
Oh, that was Lance.
Oh.
I was like, I need a male voice.
Oh my God. Wow.
But yeah.
Wimpo?
Yeah, Wimpo. Wimpo's a window washer.
So what does he teach about jobs, right? He teaches that if you have a trust fund, you can still have an ankle monitor?
Yeah, he teaches if you have a trust fund, you can still have to do community service. In fact, there's a large chance you'll have to because if you grew up with no rules,
yep,
you might not know when you're
doing tax
them.
Evasion.
And he does tax evasion.
Which is crazy too, because
Allegedly. But it happened. And now he washes the windows and it's his community service and he has an ankle monitor. He's 4'11".
Wimpo, what do his parents do?
I think they're also trust fund babies. I think it's a long line
of trust fund babies that have to do community service for their various crimes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. It's kind of beautiful. It teaches you about nepotism. It teaches you about...
Can he hover?
Yeah, well, he's hovering.
So of course he can.
Well, he doesn't. I didn't want to draw like a harness because I don't know how to.
I don't think he gets one.
And I don't think he gets one.
I think he hovers.
He hovers.
That's awesome.
His legs go this way. It's kind of sick.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got a nice little bald spot. Yeah, it's Wimpo the window washer.
He's amazing. Wow, that's beautiful. That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, we've got one more character in this show, I guess, that's a consistent character.
The last character on the show is
the inescapable darkness.
Now, you're never too young to feel the inescapable darkness.
So we might as well put a name to it and make it a character.
Yeah. Sometimes you feel like something's off.
Sometimes you feel like your body has been stuffed full of rocks and put in the river. And you're like, oh gosh, I wish I could swim up to the top to get some air. But for some reason, someone put rocks all up in my body.
And it might be this guy.
The inescapable darkness. He's not always there, but he always can be there.
Music! Cut the music! Wow, I think we have some gorgeous characters.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how much I want to get into puppetry. I mean, I took a puppet class in college.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I did. I took a puppet. But it was weird because I took it with my friend Sarah, and we were going to take it kind of thinking everyone was taking it as a bit, being like, oh my God, we're all going to show up. This is going to be, a whole class that's credits. And and it was not a bit. We were the only people not taking it deadly seriously.
Well, how do people how did they treat it? What were they doing that made it you guys are really serious about puppetry?
So we came in and the basic take was it was a very the vibe was very serious. And they were like, this is a class where we talk about the most traumatic moments ever.
Right.
And we express it through puppets. And that is my favorite sentence I've ever heard.
Wait.
And I did not know that signing up for the class.
With sock puppets?
Okay, here's where it gets better. With anything.
Sorry?
Yes, with anything.
How is anything a puppet?
Exactly. So our first project, we had to go to a thrift store or something and get or just bring in 5 little trinkets.
Yeah.
And just act out a story with them.
Oh, so it's front of pretend.
Our first assignment was do actual play pretend in front of 10 other people who are in their late 20s or people who are
in their
in
20s.
College. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So people would you'd play. Yeah. They'd
take a broom or something.
You'd take a broom and a bottle cap and you'd be like,
hey, I'm in love with you.
Yeah. And being like, oh, well, I have a trauma. So I have an attachment wound. Literally, I shit you not. And so the hardest part of the class became keeping a straight face.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm a real piece of shit for this, but I thought it was fucking so funny.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
And it wasn't really people sharing trauma either. Like, it was kind of people just
they were making up trauma for the puppets, right?
Yeah, there was nothing like, no one was like sharing anything deep for them. And a lot of the puppets weren't even going through anything traumatic. A lot of the puppets were just like having a day and like just going through a little story. It was the craziest thing I've ever gotten college credit for. And that's saying something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's essentially like a puppet's
Papa Pig
puppet trauma circle, and they all share something.
It was like about the real art of puppetry and how like puppetry is about expressing so many things that we can't express in any other art form, and kind of like,
I don't know if that's true.
It was crazy. But I did make a puppet, and
what kind of trauma did it have?
It was like a samurai, or it was like a spy or something. It was like
those are different things.
It was like a martial arts like beaver.
What?
I don't know.
It was a samurai. It was a spy. It was a martial arts beaver.
It was the most accurate representation. It was a martial arts beaver. It was a beaver,
and its trauma was
probably like martial arts related, or its trauma was probably that I called it a samurai.
Right.
Because it wasn't.
Like, I'm not.
It wasn't. It was just like mixed martial arts. It had swords and stuff, but it wasn't a fucking samurai. Right. That's so fucked up of me. And that was its trauma.
Wow.
Yeah. I would take that class again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We could run that class here.
Yeah. I
need nothing.
Think so. Every kids show talks about counting.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
So it's time for a segment called Counting Music. Cut the music!
Cut the music!
Are you ready for practicing counting?
I love to practice counting. I'm so confused though. How do I know what numbers come when?
Yeah, well, here's an easy way to remember what numbers come when. 1, the number of bank robberies I've personally been in. That's true.
That is true. And you know what? That's a great way to remember the number 1.
Yeah.
2, the number of world wars
there have been
for now. That's great. And we are talking about modern history, because there have been so many, but
but labeled.
Yeah.
34. The number of felony counts Trump was convicted of.
So that's kind of great because we're combining 3 and 4, which also, when they're right next to each other, that's a 34.
That makes 34.
That makes 34.
3 and 4 make
felony
34.
Counts. Yeah.
Felony counts.
3 and 4 makes 34.
Kids, listen to
me. Listen up.
3 and 4 makes 34.
3 and 4 makes 34 when there's no space in between.
I've always said that.
3 plus 4 makes 7. 3 and 4?
I've never heard of that one.
Okay. 5. As in the number of times there has been a mass extinction. Come on, kids. You know them.
Here, let's all list the extinctions. 1. The end or division.
Ordovician period. The end Ordovician period. 2. The late Devonian period. 3. The end Permian. 4. The end Triassic. And 5. The end Cretaceous. Ah, that's awesome.
I love those.
Those were my favorite 5.
Those are my favorite 5 mass extinctions.
Number 6.
The number of times there will be a mass extinction according to experts. Where? In what? Music.
Cut the music. Guys, it's not us. It's experts.
It's experts.
We didn't make it up. We would love if it wasn't the case. And if it's not, I'm going to absolutely love that.
If it's not, I'm actually loving that. But
yeah, I'm loving it. And I'm loving when an expert is wrong.
7. The colors of the rainbow.
There are 7.
Kids.
Oh,
you know them.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Can you believe that we are adults and we didn't know that? We were like
the fuck? There's 7?
What the fuck is blue and indigo? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, we were like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. You fucker. What the fuck are you talking about?
Of course we knew all of the mass extinctions because
we knew those by heart, obviously, because that's how I go to bed every night.
Yeah, you have to count. You can't stop counting your mass extinctions. Yeah. But yeah, the colors in the rainbow, blue and indigo, threw me for a loop.
Blew me away. What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you want to count to 8 or are we good at 7?
I actually think it only goes to 7.
Sometimes it only goes to 7.
Are there other numbers?
Yeah, but sometimes you're not that lucky in terms of sometimes you want like
Are you okay?
Sometimes you want like 8 ice cream cones and you only get 7.
Right. And that's a tragedy.
Sometimes you want 30 dolls and you only get 3. Do you love that? Was that your favorite? It's when Trump said that it's okay that dolls are going to be more expensive because some kids don't need 30 dolls. They just need 3. And it's like, yeah, well, there's kids who can't afford 1 doll, you dumb Sorry, I said on the kids episode.
Kids, the second word of the day is C-U-N-T.
Is a fun word because it's been reclaimed.
Mm-hmm.
So in the past, it used to be a really bad word.
People used to be like, don't call me a
because that's a word that is meant for being mean to a woman.
But the British were like, no.
The Australians were like, it's actually our favorite word. And then everyone was like, well, if you're a woman, you can say if you're non-binary, you can say if you're a man and you're not talking about a woman,
you can say
ahead and say my friend.
And
I love that shit.
Just a fun word.
And now it's just the funnest word of all. Get and who was serving earlier? Oh, Mussolini. Was serving. But remember, once again, just because an adult is does not mean they didn't make a pact with Hitler.
You could be bad and also serve.
And you can also be bad and not serve.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very true. I think that's a big lesson.
Now, I think that we're coming to kind of an end of the episode. But I think before all of our kids leave and go to Betty Bye.
Betty Boop.
Betty Boop.
Before you all go to Betty Boop.
I think that we really should have a lullaby to sing them to sleep.
That's the best.
So should we make one?
Let's make a lullaby up right now using all the funding from PBS, which is nothing.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Wait, what's the title of this lullaby?
Right. Maybe it's called It's Over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over about the show, about the day.
It's over.
It's over. Kids, it's over. Kids, it's done. Kids, the moon will turn into the sun. Kids, get sleepy. Kids, close eyes. Kids, when you wake, the world will be on fire. I cannot believe how well written that was.
It was a beautiful song. And thank God that we got all of PBS's funding for that song.
I'm just glad that the music was so good. I'm glad that the harmonies worked so well, that it sounded relaxing to the human ear. It didn't induce anxiety.
No, that would never give a puppet trauma.
No, it would never give anyone a bad physical response to hear those notes sung on top of each other and with those lyrics. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, really calming, really soothing.
I love to be calm.
Now, kiddos.
I
hope you enjoyed this little baby episode for your little kiddo brains.
I hope that your big kid brains have gotten even bigger.
Now remember to eat your vegetables.
And remember who to run away from. Guys, if you want to see more fucking shit that's so kid friendly, go check out our Patreon.
Yeah, and have your mommy put in her credit card.
Yeah, take your mommy's $5 a month and
put in your mommy's credit card to patreon.com and check out our extra things.
And
until next time, bye kitty kids.
Bye
kitty bye kitty kids.
Oh, goodbye my kids.
Goodbye my kitty
It's been the fun bunker. Goodbye my kids.
The fun bunker.
Open your golden gates. You'll let nobody wait outside your door. It's not a song.
Okay, perfect.